Everyone's screaming the top is in, but guess what? Not one single indicator thinks so yet. Seriously, while half of crypto Twitter is out here panicking, declaring the bull run dead and buried, the actual data is just sitting there like, what top, guys? Let me show you something insane. The CoinGlass sell at the top dashboard. This thing tracks around 30 of the most trusted long-term peak indicators. I'm talking the big dogs like Pi Cycle, Top, Rainbow Chart, MVRV, Z-Score, the whole lineup, okay? And as of today, 0 guys out of 30. That's right, no indicators have triggered a sell signal. The status bar literally reads hold 100%. You can't make this stuff up. And yet here we are watching people foam at the mouth calling on social media for, it's just, they think it's the top. It's judgment day, whatever. Sell now or be wrecked, that's what they keep on saying. Meanwhile, the most reliable robust data-backed tools are flashing the crypto equivalent of chill. We're not done yet, guys. It's laughable. You've got 30 different indicators developed over years, tested across multiple market cycles, and not one of them is saying we're in sell territory. If you ever needed proof that feelings aren't facts, this is it. The Fear and Greed Index, which actually reached 10 not too long ago. That's crazy. The drama, the Twitter meltdowns, it's all noise, guys. The sell signal, the actual signal, guys, it's saying bull run is still in motion, and that is why I'm still freaking bullish, guys. Okay, so now here's where it gets interesting. If none of these crypto veteran indicators have triggered, then what does that really mean? Could it mean the top isn't here, but it's still miles away? Stick around, because the deeper we go, the clearer it gets. The herd might be panicking, but the smart money, they're watching the data, and right now it's telling them loud and clear, we're not done yet. We just saw the big picture, 30 indicators, 0 sell signals. Now let's zoom in on 5 of the biggest ones, okay? So these are the ones you really want to watch out for if you're serious about catching the top, or at least close to the top, and not guessing it, okay? First up, the AHR 999 index. Yeah, it sounds like something out of Star Wars, but trust me, this indicator is serious business. This metric measures Bitcoin's price relative to the 200-day moving average, smoothed by an exponential curve. In plain English, it tells you if Bitcoin is overheated or just warming up. Right now, it's sitting at 0.86. Let me break that down. Above 4.0 is the danger zone. Below 1.2 is the accumulation zone. Below 0.45 means we have plenty of room to go. We are at 0.86. This is mellow. This is the equivalent of Bitcoin stretching before the sprint. This means the top isn't in. If you think the bull run is over while AHR 999 is still relaxing down here, you're basically saying the roller coaster is done before it even hit the first drop. Next, the legendary Pi Cycle top indicator. Now, we've spoken about this one before, and you can check it out here for a more deeper dive into the Pi Cycle top and how accurately it has marked the tops in the past. We are talking within days of the top. This one acts like Bitcoin's alarm clock. When it rings, you listen, okay? So here's how it works. When the 111 moving day average is more than 2 times the 350-day moving average, the top is coming. Historically, that's marked the top within 3 days. Now get this, the 111-day moving average is currently at $86,000. 350-day moving average when doubled is $151,000. That's not a near miss, that's a massive gap. So has it crossed? No. And are we even close? Not even close, guys. The Pi Cycle top indicator is telling us that there is plenty of time left. Okay, so next up we have the MVRV Z-Score. Again, you can check this one out in our previous video about the history of corrections. And don't worry, you don't need a PhD to get this one. It compares the market cap of Bitcoin to its realized value. It's basically the cost basis of everyone holding Bitcoin or the price of Bitcoin when people purchased it. When the Z-score hits 5 or more, that's when the market gets euphoric. It's the red zone. Where are we right now? We are at 1.92. That's it. It's a very calm score. In past tops, we've seen this thing go from 7 to 9, even 10 plus. Right now, the metric is just ranging. It's not throwing confetti. It's not screaming FOMO. It's saying this isn't the blow off top. Not yet. So what's this translation? We're not overpriced. The market is still grounded in reality, for at least for now. Fourth on this list, the bubble index. Simple name, clear message. This one tells you how bubbly Bitcoin is getting. It's based on price action, sentiment, parabolic movement, and keyword popularity. And get this, the danger zone is above 80. So where are we right now? We are at 13.48. The 13.48, guys, that is it. You remember back in 2017 and 2021, the bubble index was screaming over 80, full-blown euphoria. Right now, it's barely clearing its throat. It's that bullish right now. Last but not least, the R-HODL ratio. This one's fun. It tracks how much of the market is held by short-term holders versus long-term hodlers. In other words, is the market in strong hands, or has it been overrun by TikTok traders and weekend warriors? In every major top in Bitcoin history, the R-HODL ratio spiked through the roof, hitting values like 10,000. Today, it's at 2,326, not even close to its previously seen levels where everybody was euphoric. This tells us one very important thing. The OGs are still in charge. The veterans haven't offloaded to the newbies. Right now, diamond hands are still dominant. No red flags, no flipping of control. R-HODL is telling us this market still is under veteran supervision. Also, a quick side note, we're on the road to 250,000 subscribers for this channel, and 50% of you watching aren't subscribed. So you know what to do. So what do all 5 of these indicators have in common? They're chill, they're measured, they're nowhere near a screaming top. The data says we're still in the middle chapters of this bull run, not the end. And if you're someone who moves based on numbers and not noise, that's a massive insight. But now we're going to ask the uncomfortable question. What if this time is different? Could all these indicators be wrong? Let's talk about that. All right, let's pump the brakes for a second. I know we've just shown you several rock solid indicators and none of them are flashing red. It feels like a slam dunk, right? But hang on, let me play devil's advocate here. What if? Just maybe. What if this time is different? I get it. That's the classic fear. That's that nagging voice in the back of your head. What if the top sneaks in early? What if all of these signals are just wrong this time? These are fair questions because it's true that every cycle has its quirks. Maybe the flood of institutional capital or ETF flows, or some macro black swan that nobody saw coming, maybe all of that could change the game. Maybe the old models just don't hold up in this new shiny 2025 market. After all, no indicator is perfect. If everyone's watching the same charts, maybe the market moves to outsmart them. We've seen it before with people calling tops way too early, others ignoring every signal and getting wiped. Whole narratives built on "this time is different." And let's be honest, that phrase is quite dangerous. It's always the justification right before disaster. You know the drill. This time is different in 2017. Boom, 80% drop. It's different now in the 2021 crash. This phrase is heard in every speculative bubble from .com to housing. It's the last thing people say before the rug gets pulled. So yeah, maybe the bears are right this time. Maybe the top creeps in silently without a single indicator lighting up. Maybe the data gets it wrong, but the facts matter, guys. Bitcoin may be young, but it's got a pretty good track record. These indicators, they're not just voodoo math. They're tested cycle after cycle. And they've worked not once, not twice, but consistently. Can one indicator miss the mark? Of course. Two, sure. All 30 at the same time? Now that's the bet you're making when you say this time is different. So yeah, the top sneak up with 0 indicators triggered? Technically, sure, but I wouldn't bet my stack on it. Not a chance. So head over to learningcrypto.com. That's our memberships only dashboard where you have access to exclusive insights, news, and our own personal portfolio breakdown, which is very important. So you know exactly when we're holding and when we are selling, because we've already sold this bull market. And we've done very well so far. Once again, like and subscribe. Talk to you guys soon.